Okay, we got another RFI problem. I'm going to try to use the selfie stick here if it cooperates with me. I noticed on a Hexbeam on 10 meters, you got a big bunch of noise. Look at that. S9, let me move this thing. Hang on. Okay. Let me turn the volume down, you can hear it. S9 noise level, just bad. The ironic thing is, it only comes on in the evening, I noticed, and only does it with my Hexbeam. So I have the double it up 175 feet, 140 foot, and I have it on antenna position 1. I noticed if I switch that, look how quiet that gets. Granted, the tuner's not tuned for it, but when it is, there's just no noise there on the doublet, which is crosses over the top of the Hexbeam by about 25 feet. But I got to thinking, what would cause that? Only in the dark, that tells me it's a dusk to dawn light. So what I was wondering, get my shoes on here. I got the selfie stick here in hand, is if it was the LED light on top of the barn, in front of the barn there. Let me get my shoes on here. Let me turn the light on here. I'm struggling here. Okay, one light. I think here we go. Out the front door. I'm going to show you the light. The only thing that comes on at night is the porch light. It's motion detector, but just dusk to dawn, it goes half brightness. But I was thinking that it was this. I noticed I knocked the lens loose. I got to fix that. But Commercial Electric makes a LED version of the old mercury vapor light for outdoor buildings, and I put that there when I built the barn. It was great. Let's go all the way up. There's the Hexbeam, all of its glory, 51 feet or so. Tower's 50 feet. And there's a mast of 8 foot with about half of it in the tower. That's the only thing I could think of. It's definitely the closest underneath of that. You can't see the doublet in the dark here, so I'm not going to try to torture you too much with that, other than we could see the feed line coming down. It's window line. And it goes way, oh, you might be able to see it way up there, 75 feet. And it actually crosses right over top of the Hexbeam, one leg. The other leg goes way, you're not going to see it, but it goes way up in the top of that tree up there. So the only way to eliminate that, of course, I was just going to go out and just pull the extension cord, because that's not permanently plumbed in electrically. I actually have an extension cord. This is all hokey and makeshift. I just had a lot going this year. I didn't get permanent power out to that shed yet. So prior to making this video, excuse the mess, just cleaning up after some home projects here, decided to start popping breakers. And if I look out there, we'll go up there, I could see from the corner of my eye when this light would go out, because I see the reflections on the tower. See it? Nice and shiny. So I go into the breaker box and I flipped a bunch of breakers, because that outlet we saw outside is on this dedicated breaker, 20 amp. I did that on purpose, so I had some high current 110 outside, anticipation for the shed and whatnot when I did the partial remodel. So I popped this breaker, boom, looked out there, and yep, it's dark. I don't see the reflection of the light on the tower, which tells me that that light is out. And then I hop, skip, and jump up the steps again. Into the ham radio room, and look what I see. Deep blue, like the deep blue sea. Noise level 2, 1.5, and no noise. And I am on the Hexbeam, so it tells me it's that light that's causing it. So I will have to think about that. I really like that light, so I can't imagine having to shut that off to do 10 meters at night. So I don't know. There is the big ARRL 10 meter contest this weekend, starting here relatively soon. Let's go back out there. Yeah, without that light, it's just too dark here. Actually, I take that back. There is a light in the back too. Well, I should say, not take it back, I should add. There is another light, not that brand. Oh, look at that. Selfie stick's gone crazy. Did it come unglued? Oh boy, yeah, I might have died. Didn't make you dizzy yet, you puke? Let's see. Whoa, hang on a second. Anyway, I'll cut.